Close your eyes, feel the sound. Brindle speaks the world unwound. Guiding light, the path is found. Brindle's vision, hear the call. Messages rise, they break the wall. Hope in the echoes, hope for
Words are like weapons from the ego test, stabbing the heart, gaslit at best, not coming from truth, enlarging the fear, never being enough. The end could be near. Resentment is growing, anger is flowing, reality showing, don't you see? How much I've done for you, demanding for more, otherwise we're through. Always one-sided, ego divided. Why can't you see what wasn't done for me? The words that we say cut straight to the heart, can light like a flame or tear us apart. But the bitterness grows when we don't get our way. The weapon of words slice through the day. Blood is pumping, heart is thumping, anxiety is jumping, can't they see? How much I've done for you, demanding for more, otherwise we're through. Always one-sided, ego divided. Why can't you see what wasn't done for me? Feeling let down, drawing the sword, the words of the hurt, lunging straight for pride takes over, passion drives in, breathing forgotten, peace not let in, when it's not seen. How much I've done for you, it's true, demanding for more,
Hey everyone, welcome to Brindle's Vision. We have quite a show. The reading is yeah. I had a lot of card vomit when I was pulling the cards today, so be prepared for uh, a lesson. And then the alpha message. Usually, I wait until I get to it to prepare it, or it's not even prepared most of the time. But today, somebody been doing something because it came through already, and I had to type it out. So you've been warned. We start off with balance in reverse. Too many decisions right now. All the things that are weighing on your mind need to come to a quieter place. How can you make an informed decision when you're caught up in trying to figure out all the details of everything that's on your mind? Once you find balance in the mentals, the realities you're trying to produce or maintain will become easier. It's hard to see your face in the water when it is filled with ripples of thought. And after that, we had the Seven of Fire, which pairs up well with the balance card because you can't trust what you're thinking about a situation if you're taking things too personally. Everything that happens in your world around you isn't about you. But man, the impact it has on your energy, mate, when you make it feel that way. The sounds in the hall, the app that doesn't work right, the rains that fall a bit too hard. None of these are about you. Save your energy for correction, not misinterpretation. There's enough of that going around as it is. Own what's actually yours so you can have the energy to see it through. Right? If it is if it isn't yours, don't own it. If it doesn't feel like yours, don't own it. Leave it out. Don't let it throw you off balance. Because when you start to take things personally, that's when you get thrown off balance. Trust me. I know. But if you're like me, you might believe in a thing called love. Next up is Ace of Earth, and it's reversed. You feel that push? The internal momentum building saying, it's time. That's because it is. Mhm. Time to act, time to work. Things aren't going to get done by themselves. And you've been given the green light to start getting them done. Follow the urges and trust your manifesting powers. The universe has already set aside what you're wanting. You just have to align up with it. And that requires that you stop wishing for it and see that the keys to the closed doors are right in front of you. But because the Five of Air, that's where this card comes in to address the one thing that's truly holding you back: fear. Fear of what you don't know that you don't know. Fear of leaving behind things you're used to, people you love, places you're familiar with, and that it's going to take you so far away that you might forget yourself. Remember that this is just a fear. It only exists in your mind. Reality will present itself as to what all this means in time. Because the Nine of Fire reversed. Think about the times that you realized you made the right choices. There's a hidden power in that many, if not most, don't fully acknowledge or appreciate. You are stronger than you realize. And this being in the reverse says that your biggest threat to fulfillment is your own fear. You have the strength to do what needs to be done. You just have to give yourself permission for it. So, what are you waiting for? You don't have to ask somebody else for permission. You already did that. And the answer was given to you. Was it uncomfortable? Probably. I mean, how many of us think that heaven is a place on earth? Up next, we got Nine of Air. Okay, where the Torment card of this deck has a native tied to a whipping post to think about what holds him back, this is you looking directly at the things that are preventing you from moving forward. Grief has its time. Depression hits when we least expect it, but these interruptions in joy are as temporary as joy itself. When there is no forward momentum, as already stated, there is the ease of pointing a finger outwards and placing blame on someone else. This is once again telling you to turn the finger inward and remember that you hold you back. In almost every situation where there is a blockage of accomplishment, this is true. Ten of Air reversed. How often do you get the 9 and 10 back to back? Where there is doubt, there should be no new seeds sown. Even though the entirety of the reading so far has been telling you to step out of worry, fear, and taking things personally, this is telling you to set those aside before doing something new. A direct warning for someone who's about to make a very impetuous decision that's directly based in all the emotions referred to. Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll regret it. Make your decision from a state of calm so you can have the energy to do what needs to be done. Otherwise, you'll feel beaten before you even begin. Then we have the Father of Fire reversed. And like the masculine that likes to just get things done, I almost wrote get her done, but I didn't. Anyway, you're being given that push. Being reversed, this is reminding you to make sure that you do everything with integrity and authenticity. This is the leadership card. So if what you're looking at has any level of leadership attached, make sure that you step into it under the real meaning of what a leader is. Leave the anger, fear, and ego at the door. This is your time to shine, not pull back and be wary of what they might think about your new position. Sometimes I feel like a broken record. This would have been a good time to play Spin Me Round, right? Why do we hold on to things? Why do we continue to place blame outwardly? Because the more that you do that, the more that you're not going to hear the messages that do come through, whether it be from me or another reader. They're just going to be in the moment. Aha, okay, all right. You go about your day and forget. And then you come back the next week or the next video. Why am I hearing the same thing again? I don't know. And that's not to try and shame you. That's just pointing out it's time to pay attention. It really is. And stop asking me to say something. You got Daughter of Water. You've been dreaming of better for so long, gazing out into the world ahead with wishful thinking of how things could be. Meanwhile, the task you're attempting to complete slips away, loses momentum from daydreaming about something else, then left with trying to scramble to make it right again, while watching the opportunity that arrived leave again. Sometimes you just need to drop the bowl holding the water. What was it holding anyway? Hope or fear? I mean, if cliche, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. Whether or not that statement is wrong, you won't know if you just stand about dreaming about it. And finally, Vision Quest reversed. Can you surrender to yourself? Can you lose the grip on all the things you hold as your truth? Right or wrong, there's a strong grasp on those beliefs. But I'll always be this way. This is how it's always been. These are the lies we hold on to that hold us back from seeing clearly of what could be. Feel like you're hearing a broken record in this reading? If so, it's just mimicking the earworm of doubt that's been spiraling in your mind for far too long. Time to change the words. Change the tune. Let it all go, Elsa. Recognize what's happening when it's happening and just free yourself from yourself. And step into the you that you've been dreaming of becoming. And know, because I heard this when I was writing it, it's not too late. Don't argue that point. Ever. And I mean that. Don't argue that point. When are you going to take a moment and make the decision that you decide for you that you are good enough, that you are wise enough, that you're smart enough to get done what you want to do? Because if you have a dream, you have the capability. If you don't have the skill, That's different because you can always acquire a skill. You can always learn it, put it to use. Might even be able to make it burn for you. So, something interesting tonight for the alpha message, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show. I don't usually prepare it ahead of time. I did when I first started the messengers, but then I just decided to go off the cuff. Today was different. I don't know exactly why, but I did feel drawn to prepare it ahead of time because there was a message that I heard. I mean, just a 3-word sentence, and I'm like, okay, tell me more, to share with you. You're in danger. I don't want to alarm you, but you are. Every time you open up your social media apps, you're in danger. Of what, you might ask? Of changing your mind, changing your behaviors, changing your beliefs. There are things hidden in what you observe that you aren't aware are slowly making changes in your subconscious as to what you pay attention to. You've probably heard these warnings from people when it comes to the algorithm and how it works. Using cookies, it takes a look at what you look at, what you talk about, what you listen to, what pages you open, where your cursor or scroll stops. Then it provides more of that information. Now, this was inspired by an app called Ground News. You may have heard of it. No, I'm not being paid to do this as an advertisement or anything, and I'm not trying to sell it to you. But they bring up a vital point that many are missing right now. It's geared to look between viewpoints of what's happening in the news and making sure that full accountability and truth is spoken. You ever notice how when you're scrolling, the majority of what you see is what you've been looking at? Notice your mood afterwards. Now keep in mind, this goes for the good stuff too. But this is a warning of what you give your attention to, because it may be manipulated without you being aware of it. Be cautious about what you allow yourself to absorb and stay true to you. And every once in a while, clear your space. Allow me to help. In this virtual world where anyone can enter with or without our permission, it is vital that we maintain our own integrity and protection.
Keep your shadows on my door. This is my space, nothing more. The holy air, step too close, you feel the delay. I won't bend, I won't break. This is my song, my stay. Sacred lines, they shine, they shine. Through the dark, they intertwine. Raise their voice, let love combine. Oh, we're light, oh, they're mine. Oh, they're light, oh, they're mine.
Protect your light. Claim your space. Recognize the negative. Repel it from all you hold sacred.
Fingers tapping on my glass, screens don't leave me free to throw. Words like dagger sharp and cold, my shield is up, my ground is bold. Vibrations hum, a force unseen. Electric hum, the space
Repeat these words. If you are not here for my betterment, you are not welcome in my sacred space. I repel you and all you stand for. Only light and love are welcome here. I stand firm and hold my ground. Shields of the divine may they surround. I stand protected in your loving might, repelling anything not of the light. I pray you hear these words of mine, warriors of the one divine. So mote it be. Had my first ever on Rise Radio Network's Energy Clearing using a song that I created called Sacred Lines. And I had created that last year for TikTok when there were a lot of negative energies coming into my live streams. And that was my response. And since then, anybody who has ever used that song to clear their space, clear their computer, clear their car, whatever, they have noticed an energetic shift. And yes, that is something that you guys may or may not have known that I do in the background sometimes, where I run energies. And that was the first time I've ever done it on this or any other show on Rise Radio. So I was guided to share that with you today. How about some readings? I have Karen up first. And, you might actually like what they have to say this week as opposed to, God, again? Because you're beginning to discover that magician inside. You're beginning to remember and recognize, realize, use that magic that's inside. Standing for yourself, knowing when to step forward, when to step back. Because the Three of Swords, yeah, it looks rough. It was rough. But slowly but surely, you pulled all of those out. It's getting there. It's healing. Don't pick at the wounds. Don't pick at the scabs. Let them heal. Because what you went through, you went through. Don't go back there. Especially if you're stepping forward. Because there's a lot of calls that you had to ignore. Eight of Swords reversed. Or Eight of Wands reversed, rather. Sorry. But there were a lot of calls that you had to ignore. Because of all of the confusion and all of the questioning and am I good enough? Is this right? Are they going to listen to me? Am I going to listen to myself? So they're going to start flooding back in. Hope you're ready. So three of Wands wants you to be grounded for what's coming at you very soon, because it could make or break you. So stay grounded, stay true, stay you in everything. Okay. And then we have Steph, who's stuck in Mother of Water. Poor thing. She's stuck holding the fort down while everybody around her plays, and she has to watch because floppy foot. Sir flops a lot. It's just kind of trying to get anywhere. But you know what? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And in many ways, you are beginning to realize just how good. But doesn't mean it's less frustrating because of it. But it's giving you an opportunity to tap into that medicine woman, that feminine, the gentleness, the connection, entering the flow instead of trying to fight it. Because the more that you fight it, the more that you should. For them. So stop fighting it. Let it flow. Let it through. Who said it was going to be comfortable? He sure didn't. Spiritual warrior. He didn't say that was going to be comfortable. I mean, If you don't replace the shoes on the horse, it's going to trip. See what I did there? Because this is the chariot of this deck. And if you are not moving with certainty about who you are and what you're supposed to be doing, you're going to continue to fall. But you end with the medicine man. You end with that prime. You end with that knowing. You got medicine man and woman. Balance, masculine, feminine. You're getting there. So freaking celebrate it, okay? Celebrate it. I mean it. Celebrate it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Michael. Pivot. But stop trying to do it on ice. Stop trying to do it when you're ungrounded. Because, every time I hear that word, I picture a ballerina who hasn't been taking care of the rest of her. And she goes to do a pirouette. Okay? That's what I thought. Because, your head can stay in the sky all that you want. But sometimes, girl, you got to come back down to planet Earth. Okay. Sheila, your turn. Ready? You got the Emperor reverse to kick you off. How long can we blame the sins of the father? Notice those were in air quotes because it's not direct, but it's how long can we place the blame in somebody else for the situation that we're in before we own it and live our lives according to the way that we want? I'm just curious. Because you ask for hope, then you give it away. You ask for hope, you give it away. You ask for more power, you ask for more independence, then you give it away. Stop it. Stop. Own it. Upright this. Don't go to reverse. Don't stop giving your power away. Upright this. Claim yourself. Even with limitations, you can claim yourself. You can claim your own power. Once you start being gentle with yourself, King of Cups reversed. This is a king of gentleness. This is a king who knows what he wants and how to get it. And he does it with gentility. Not with passive aggression, not with calling himself stupid, calling himself incapable, calling himself every other gaslit phrase you've ever heard in your life. Put those to the side and start being gentle with yourself so that you can start something fresh. This is the same card as before, the Ace of Earth. This is upright. This is that potential of planting something new and watching it grow and making sure that it's tended to and taken care of. And you can. You can. Okay? Michael. Step right up. Burn the candle at both ends, aren't you again? This was in the collective reading too. 7 of fire, 7 of wands. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I know that the OCD, ODD mind is like saying fuck you, but sometimes you just gotta put things down, step away, go take care of you, so that you can continue to do the things that you want to do. Because otherwise, integration, you're going to weave the problems into And you know this as a coder, as somebody who writes code, who writes websites. You know that if you write the wrong instruction line, if you write the wrong code, it's going to fuck things up. So make sure that you are tending to yourself so that you can do each piece correctly. And it's more than just one program because you got a lot going on. So make sure you have a specific question this time. Well, I don't know if they're going to answer it or not, but I'll let you ask it after I tell you that if you don't take care of yourself, 6 of Wands is going to be in reverse. 6 of Fire is going to be in reverse. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Ask your question. And you know I don't usually do specific questions. He should have it already typed out. Oh, that? You were just answered. It answered you. Make sure that you are coding correctly, that you are taking care of yourself correctly. Set alarms if you have to. Otherwise, no. You get to decide whether the answer to that question is yes or no. Your actions will decide whether the answer to that question is yes or no. So listen to all signs. Listen to all of your gut instincts. Pay attention. If your body says break, you break. If your body says go, you go. Okay? Okay. Last reading of the night goes to Michelle. They did it again. It's just a gesture, but I think I can get through it fairly quickly because we're going to focus in on Daughter of Fire because there's somebody that has just given you a crap ton of shit lately, and you really wish that she would start listening to herself, listening to you, or just doing something because she's so capable. She really is. She is so capable, but she's not taking care of what she needs to be. 5 of Earth. But I don't know why she's so insecure. She's a brilliant, brilliant woman. She has no reason to be insecure. But until that shifts, still going to be aloof. Because she doesn't listen to herself. Shaman reverse. This is a Hierophant. She doesn't listen to the internal wisdom that she has, that every single human being has. She listens to, remember what I warned about in the alpha message? She listens to too much of that, lets that energy drain her, lets that energy shift her behavior, shift her mood, change her viewpoints. I mean, she's always been. Sorry. She's always been a little bit hard-headed. I wonder where she gets that from, but that's okay. If she started using that correctly, she would actually get a little bit further than she thought she would. But she's stuck in those mental loops of the mind, the 10 of air reverse, that negative thinking, those mental, they just won't stop. It's like, well, just shut up already. Just stop. And she refuses to ask for help too. 3 of Earth. This is the community growing together. And every time you offer her to help her, she's just like, nope. Well, okay, you're going to continue to slap the hand that feeds. You're just going to continue to be in the 10 of Fire and oppressed. I don't know what else to tell you. And it's all of these things that you hold personally and you feel personally responsible for. She's a grown-ass woman and she is old enough to start making her own damn decisions. And if she can't, you can't hold on to that. Daughter of Earth reversed. It is up to her. Plain and simple. Not you. As much as you want. And I know where this is. I know she won't. But it's up to her. Shift how you think about her. And, oh, that's interesting. Stop thinking about her. Good luck with that one. That was a direct. Because it's one of those things very parallel to when we put out intentions for ourselves of, I wish that I would make more money. I wish I would get this job. I want this. I want that. Intentions like that. Okay. And universe and spirit are like, okay, when you're aligned with it, we'll give it to you. Stop asking. You've heard me say that once or twice. It's that same thing. If she starts to cross your mind, don't tag it with, well, I wish she would talk to me. Don't tag it with, I wish she would do better. She's being given the opportunities. Good. She's been giving the opportunities to make the changes, and it's up to her to take them. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Final thought for the night is Phoenix strength. Your resilience will carry you through tough times. Great tag on that reading. The great tag on the whole thing. You're resilient. Resilience. Your badassery. You're all badasses. Each and every one of you. From where you're sitting right now, I want you to, I don't care who's listening. I want you to sit there and exclaim, I'm a badass, damn it. Say it. Mean it. Because you are. You truly, truly are. And you can own that. Because you're resilient. And you keep going. Even when times are tough. Don't forget, next Thursday is Founders Day. And I'm going to do one last plug for this before I close up tonight. Let me grab that graphic really quick. In case you forgot what it looks like this. Raise the Phoenix. And this is an all-day event. We're going to kick it off with the core next Thursday. Then we're going to follow that up with a special edition of Mystic Mist, followed by a very special edition of Brindle's Vision, where it's going to be all originals. Then right after that, defining your character, closing it up with Will I Owe Me? Honky Tonk Kevin. For the full schedule, go over to Embers of Light on Facebook. You can also check out embersoflight.net. The QR code will be in the closing video to scan. It'll also be in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. So, with that, I hope that everybody has an amazing night. And remember to love yourselves. Please. Love each other. Show compassion to the world around you and yourself. I love you. I do so much, and I will see you soon.
Brindle's vision.